Welcome everyone. I'm your astrologer Patricia Tate, and I specialize in traditional Western and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this month's transit forecast with you. Please like and subscribe as it helps the channel grow. If you are new here, welcome. You can learn more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. For those of you who've been following me, thank you for your support and for sharing your journey with me. So on August 4th, 2024, we're going to have 3 significant transits all occurring within hours of each other, each bringing its own unique energy and potential for transformation. The first is Mercury retrograde. Mercury is the planet of communication, travel, intellect, and it begins its retrograde motion on August 4th, and it'll last until August 28th. Now, this period is often associated with delays, misunderstandings, and the need for reflection. It's a time when we stop, pause, and return to a specific area in our life to review some topics that we need to refine. So think about it as plans that you have may need to be revisited or adjusted, travel plans, appointments, deadlines. All of these things can experience disruptions. So it's always smart to allow extra time and to maintain flexibility. There can be miscommunications and misunderstandings. So double check your email, your texts, all important documents. Look them over and recheck them to avoid errors. It's a really good time to reflect on how you communicate and perhaps rethink your approach in communication. I like to use this time period to review and reassess all ongoing projects and plans because it's a really good time for introspection and to understand my past actions, which can lead to better decisions once Mercury stations direct. Now, we also have a new moon at 12 degrees of Leo. This brings a wave of fresh, new energy, these opportunities for new beginnings. Remember, new moons are times to plant seeds, new growth, new opportunities, especially in areas that are going to be related to creativity and self-expression. This new moon is really encouraging creative energy, passion, because Leo's energy is vibrant, it's playful, it's creative. This is a perfect time to start a new creative project or embrace your artistic side. Pursue passions that bring you joy and pleasure. Now, the Mercury retrograde may cause a slight delay in anything that you're starting, but know that it's putting it out there is what matters. Leo rules over our heart, and it's about expressing ourselves authentically and confidently. Use this new moon to set your intentions around how you can shine more brightly and share your unique gifts with the world. Leo's influence also emphasizes our leadership and our confidence. This is an ideal time to take charge of situations or to initiate projects. Step into a leadership role with courage and enthusiasm. Now, the third transit is when Venus now enters into the sign of Virgo. Now, Venus is the planet of love, beauty, relationships. She wants to bring people, places, and things together. And then we remember that Mercury is retrograde, so we know that some things are delayed. So when she moves into the sign of Virgo, this transit brings this shift into how we approach love and relationships, favoring more practical and attentive approaches. Venus in Virgo emphasizes the importance of details and practicality in relationships. It's a time to focus on the little things that make relationships work, such as being reliable, being helpful, being attentive to your partner's needs, and taking care of your own needs and desires. Romance takes on a more grounded and realistic tone because Virgo is an earth sign, and it's about acts of service and showing our love through practical means. It becomes more appreciated and more valued in what we give to others and what we expect from others. Venus in Virgo brings on more of a reserved and modest approach to love and relationships. There can be this tendency to be more critical or shy in expressing affection to others. So it's really important to practice kindness and patience, both in yourself and with others. Together, these transits, they offer this opportunity of a blend of introspection, fresh starts, and a grounded approach to relationships, creating this dynamic period for growth and transformation. So, offerings this month. I'm excited to announce this month's Transit Talk webinar. These are interactive educational sessions that cover a different topic each month. The next webinar that we're going to be working on is the next eclipse cycle in the coming weeks ahead. That's going to help you to understand the upcoming themes and the influences that are going to be there to help shape your 18 months ahead. To learn more and sign up, visit willowgracemystic.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my email list for astrological insights and upcoming specials. Now, for all Leos, I'm offering a discount on personalized solar return consultations. Use the code LEO10 for your discount. Visit my website, willowgracemystic.com, to schedule your appointment today. And additionally, I am offering live astrology consultations at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every other Tuesday. To reserve your spot and get in the queue, sign up using the link below. I look forward to seeing you there. So let's dive in. So for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, let's take a look at your 5th and 6th house of your chart. So the first thing I want to talk about is Mercury retrograde. Mercury is in your 6th house. And so this is a focus on your daily habits, your daily routines, your self-care for yourself, finding a mentor, finding a guide, you working on healthcare practices. Mercury stationing retrograde here is having you refine your day-to-day life and address any inefficiencies or inaccuracies that you have of following a daily routine for your mental, physical, spiritual health and well-being, because I can't be of service to other people until I am in my optimum self-care practice of myself. And so the new moon, which I love this because this is in trine to your 1st house of self. The new moon brings in a fresh start, clean slate, new beginning, and it's revolving around topics that have to do with creativity and romance. This could also be your children starting something new. The 5th house brings up all topics of what we do for risk and joy and pleasure and excitement. And so this is starting a new project. This is looking at a new hobby or igniting your passion. Remember that since Mercury is retrograde, this could have you going back to an old project and wanting to finish it, or fine-tuning and tweaking it. Maybe you were into painting and now you say, I don't want to be painting with acrylics and I want to do watercolor, or you want to change the theme of the way that you are doing things. Mercury going backward has you rethinking, revising, and reworking some of these topics. Now, Venus is moving into the sign of Virgo. So this brings about practical love and attention to the details in your relationships of you with other people, in who you are of service to and who you spend your time with on a day-to-day basis. The 6th house is acts of service and care through small gestures of needing to care for myself, self-care, and then being of service to others. I love all of this energy together for you because it's combining the energy to bring about an experience that has a strong focus on refining your daily habits, your work routines. It's coupled with this burst of creative energy of wanting to start something new, a romantic opportunity, or something that is starting with your children. There's these opportunities for practical improvements in your daily habits, your relationships. It's also going to be the theme. Now, all of this together is bringing a unique blend of introspection, an opportunity for fresh starts, of practical improvements for your daily health care, like vitamins and supplements, and I need to schedule in a chiropractor or the meditation or the yoga or the Reiki session. I need to take care of myself, creating this powerful period of growth and transformation that comes from within. This is about pleasing yourself. Mercury retrograde is really encouraging the deep reflection and the careful communication that you have with others on your day-to-day basis, and it's helping you to rethink and refine your plans with who you are and who you want to be of service to. This can be your friends, this could be workmates. The new moon is really sparking creative personal projects, inviting you to embrace these new beginnings with confidence. Leo energy is about pride in yourself and pride in taking care of your pride. And so this combination really sets the stage for thoughtful action and significant progress through various aspects of your life where you're going to start and go back and finish some areas. So Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, your 4th and 5th houses are really illuminated for this. So we know it's topics that will revolve around your home, your family, your living situation, your personal life, and who you share that with. And so Mercury retrograde moving in or stationing retrograde in your 5th house has you reassessing all topics that revolve around creativity and pleasure. And this could involve topics with your children or a lover or romantic relationships that you might want to revisit. The 5th house is where do I want to take a risk? I want to include also the 5th house represents your investments. And so who or what do you make investments into? There's going to be this opportunity that I need to go back and review, rethink, revise, rewind. Now, the new moon in Leo in your 4th house changes in your home life. It's about setting intentions around your living space or your familial relationships with others. Remember, the 4th house is your foundation of which you build your life upon. It is your identity that's at home. And so Venus moving into Virgo brings practicality and the attention to detail of who and what do I love. This could be with projects that you pour your heart and soul into, because the 5th house is what do I want to give birth to? And so this could be a project, or this could be with a lover, or it could be with a music or art or some form of creativity. So it can enhance romance through thoughtful actions. I love Venus here. And so for Taurus, you are looking at this period of revisiting some creative projects, some romantic partnerships or relationships or topics that revolve around your children, or projects that you have given birth to, and you are initiating changes in your home environment and showing love through these practical means of what can I do for you? I want to share this with you. I want to, it's not just like buying flowers for someone. It's practical acts of giving to somebody. And so this energy is this blend of introspection and these fresh starts and these practical improvements, creating a powerful period of growth for you that has to do with your home front and transformation, encouraging deep reflection and communication with children or creative pursuits for you. This is helping you to rethink and refine your goals of what do you want and how do you move forward. Anytime you have a new moon in the 4th house, it's what do I want to do new or plant the seeds of something new on my home front, to my home. And so Venus is bringing in the importance of the detail of practical, of relationships, or fostering these thoughtful, meaningful connections that you are having with others. And so this is really setting the stage for this action that has significant progress in various aspects of your life, combining your home and creative pursuits. So Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, let's talk about your 3rd house of communication and your home and family sector. So Mercury is going to station retrograde. Mercury is always important because it is your chart ruler. It rules over who you are, your identity, like your business card, your website. It's who you present or how you present yourself to the world. And the 4th house is about your living situation and your personal life, of the foundation of which you build your life upon. And so Mercury Mercury stationing retrograde here, this is having you reevaluate your home, your family dynamics. This could have something to do with rediscovering something that has to do with genealogy or remodeling something, reflecting on your home life and your family relationships. This could have you going back and remodeling, restructuring something that has to do not only with your home life, but with real estate or property or traditions or something that has to do with your landscaping. Now, the new moon occurring in your third house, remember the third house is the house of communication. The third house is how we make friends and how we gather information and disseminate it and share it with the rest of the world. It's neighbors, siblings, cousins. And so this is new beginnings in the way that you are communicating and learning, maybe starting a new course or improving your communication skills, or being cautious about where are you gathering information, like through Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, like all forms of gathering the information and then finding out, like, is this real? How do I work with it? And disseminating, processing it before you share it with others. Now, Venus is going to be moving into your home front, your family life sector. And so this is about practical contributions in your home life, focusing on your thoughtful care of your living environment. So when Venus moves into your home sector with Mercury retrograde, this is focusing on, I want to beautify my home. I want to go back and remodel, rethink, review, rearrange. And so all of this is you stopping and pausing and looking at beneficial ways of rethinking your family dynamics and enhancing your communication skills that you have with either people that are in your close neighborhood, people that you connect with on a daily basis or through work, and bringing these practical improvements that you are getting in the outside world to your home. Gemini, this is this unique blend of fresh starts and practical improvements, creating a powerful period of growth and transformation with thoughts and ideas and communication. Mercury retrograde has you going through deep reflection and careful communication on your home front and with your family members or anybody that you consider like family members. This could be like going back with grandparents or children. It's people that are within your home. Now, this could have you going back over personal projects and having you like truly embrace these new beginnings with confidence. Now, embracing new ways of communication, and this could be through classes, coursework, or through like science and technology of making things easier for you to connect with others through like maybe an app on a phone, like maybe this group chat, or it's about becoming instantaneous and making things easier, having this new beginning and wanting to have confidence in using this new way of communicating with others. And it's fostering this thoughtful, meaningful connections with setting the stage for significant progress across various aspects of your life. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, I want to draw your attention to your second and your third house. Your second house always represents what do you need in order to feel safe and secure. It's your money, your resources, your skill set. The moon is your chart ruler, so always following the moon throughout the chart. Now, the third house is the way that you communicate with others. And so when we have Mercury in your third house now stationing retrograde, it's you double checking on all details of what you are gathering in, information that you're gathering, and the information that you're sharing with others, neighbors, siblings, cousins. It's also short distance travel, and the third house represents how we gather the information through gossip, news, media. And so this is an opportunity for you to go back and make sure that you are clarifying the information that you're getting in order to avoid misunderstandings. Now, the new moon in Leo has you planting the seeds for a fresh start, clean slate, new beginning in your second house of self-worth, cash, property, resources. So this is new financial beginnings for you. This is about your values. This is you sending intentions for, I need financial and abundant growth, and what does this look like? Because Mercury stationed retrograde, this will be you planting the seeds, but having to revamp, rethink, rework some of these topics. And so it'll be a slow start, but nevertheless, it will be the planting of the seeds to make it happen. Venus then moving into Virgo is about practical and detailed communication in your relationship, being clear with your conversations with others, with neighbors, siblings, cousins, the people that you meet on a day-to-day basis while you're at the dog park or in the grocery line. Mercury moving into your third house is, I need to use my computer, my phone, my all forms of technology, and make sure that I'm checking and double checking before I send that email, before I send that text, that this is what I want to convey. Because you need to pay such close attention and to communicate what your thoughts and your ideas, this could also mean like slowing down for travel, anything that happens to you with or any places that you want to go. It's about slowing down and being in the moment and being clear on your financial goals and having clarity in your relationships. And it doesn't have to be just family. It's needing to be clear and concise with your relationships with others. These things all occurring on the same day brings this unique blend of introspection and an opportunity of a fresh start for you to use your skill set for money and for your career, for your job. The second house is my finances, my resources, my income, and my possessions. And so there's this opportunity to look at what you have and say, how do I make the most of what I've got? Because Mercury has you going back and rethink, revise, review. It's this powerful opportunity for growth and transformation, but needing deep reflection and careful communication with the people that are in my day-to-day life. The new moon is really inviting you to have these new beginnings and then to approach them with confidence, to step into your divinity and know what your worth is. Venus is really saying, pay attention to the details here, that there's practical love in all of your relationships, be it friendship love or familial love or partnership love. Venus always wants to unite. And so this could, with Mercury stationed retrograde, bring people, places, and things back into your life to support you on this, on your growth process of you moving forward. So Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, I want to draw your attention to your first and second house in your chart. The first house is all about your identity. It's about who you are, who you want people to see. It's about your appearance, your power, your you being seen, and your identity. And so you're going to be planting some new seeds here. I also want to bring your attention to your second house. This is you and your self-worth. It's your skill set, your resources. It's what you need in order to feel secure about moving forward with things in life. And this could be with your mental, emotional, your spiritual resources, and then gathering them and saying, this is what I need to feel good. This is what I need to feel safe, whether it be money, as in a pay raise, or insecurity, as I need a home. So with Mercury stationing retrograde in your second house, this is you reflecting on your finances and your personal values, reevaluating your financial and your spending habits, and looking at strategies of how do I pay off certain things? What is my skill set, and how do I get the biggest bang for my buck here? Now, the new moon in your first house has you focused on personal growth and self-expression. I love planting seeds for a new moon in the first house. It's focusing on yourself and your goals of what do I want to do in order to move forward with my life, my identity. Who do I want to be? Who am I growing and changing and evolving into? Now, Venus is leaving your first house, moving into your second house, bringing in practical management of your finances. You saying, I need to get a handle on some of these things that are going on in my life. Venus in Virgo is also acts of service in your relationships. And so this is not always like buying something for someone. It's of service. How can I support and help you? And so it's giving of your time, giving of your effort or your energy, because these are things that are of value, that you have these resources within you, and going back over an area of your life of money, finances, your sensual pleasures, your value system. And this will have you stopping and pausing and saying, who is most important in my life? What is most important? What do I value? Leo, you are really going to have this time of introspection and planting these new seeds that have to do about you and your finances, your personal growth, your self-expression, along with practical improvements about managing your resources. I absolutely love this for you, because this is you getting a handle on your money, your resources, like your bills, where you owe money, and like who owes you. And so this energy is bringing this unique blend of introspection and a fresh start for you, and practical improvements, creating a powerful time for growth and transformation of who you are. This new moon is sparking this creative and personal projects of yourself, of saying, this is my identity. This is who I have always been meant to be. I now need to step into my divinity. I am trying to foster thoughtful and meaningful connections with other people, but I need to be cautious and say, what do I value? Do they value me? The second house is, what do I need in order to feel secure? Well, look at your relationships. Look at what you surround yourself with. This combination is really setting the stage for this thoughtful action and this significant progress in the areas of your first house of self and your self-worth, your skill set, your, what do you need? What do you want? Making sure that you are taking a look at your resources and how do you support yourself and your value system. So Leo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, I want to draw your attention to your 12th and your first house. The 12th house is where we go within. It's the house of our subconscious or our personal unconscious. It's mystical experiences. The first house is your house of identity, you showing everybody who you are or who you identify as. I always say it's like your business card or your website. It's you being seen, and it's your self-interest. It's your goals of what you want to do. So having Mercury stationing retrograde in your first house of self has you going back over personal identity and self-image, really taking a look and reflecting on, how do you present yourself to the world? Are you going back and looking at your wardrobe, different hairstyles? If you own a business, is this going back over your website, your business card? If this is a project, like projects that you have launched, going back and saying, how can I fine tune and tweak this? Because it has everything to do with you and your identity. Having a new moon in your 12th house is about introspection and spiritual growth. It's about tapping into my where I go to withdraw. It's where I go to heal and renew. The 12th house is like our karmic debts that we have, and it's our personal unconscious, but it's our private world. It's where we have self-sabotage, and the new moon is saying, no, I need to set these intentions that I am not going to be my own worst enemy. I am going to take pride in who I am. I'm going to work from a space not of fear. Leo is the energy of have no fear, step into the unknown. And so set your intentions for your inner development. take the time to meditate, take the time for yoga. If you want to take that class for self-improvement, the 12th house is where we tap into our dreams, the Akashic records, astral travel, astral projection, where we can connect to our ancestors or the divine. And so Venus is leaving here, moving into the first house of self, saying, I need to practice self-care. I need to have personal refinement. I need to give acts of love to myself, and I'm going to give them to others, but I first have to nurture myself. And so all of this is really giving you an opportunity, Virgo, for personal growth, for spiritual development, for you to say, I want to tap into self-care of me and my personal presentation. And I am going to be proud, and I am going to step into my divinity with the fierce energy of a lion. It's about a fresh start. It's practical improvements that you want to make. And it's creating this powerful period of transformation, of releasing karma, releasing the fear, letting things go and getting out of your way. And the importance to detail in practical love of self first, and then how can I support others? From learning from your path that you've been on. What we give to others is often how we have healed ourselves. Those are the people that are normally drawn to us. And so you're going to be making this significant progress in inner healing and connecting to source or divine. And you're going to be able to use it through various aspects of your life. So Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, I want to draw your attention to your 11th and 12th house. The 11th house is where I connect with other people for my goals, my star family. The 11th house is where I want to volunteer and be of service to others. It's my hopes and my dreams, and it's networking. The 12th house is where I go to be alone, and it's more introspective. And so having Mercury stationing retrograde in your 12th brings about subconscious and these hidden aspects, you possibly reflecting on past behaviors, either other people have affected you or how you acted or responded to their actions. The 12th house is about hidden enemies. It's about dreams and intuition, and it's going back and reflecting on these things. The 12th house is also where we go to do the inner work and to release ourselves from karmic debt and to heal and renew. It's tapping into the divine and transcending for inner healing. And having a new moon in your 11th house brings about topics of new beginnings in social circles. This could be you starting a group, or this could be you taking over or assisting with a group activity, or setting intentions for expanding your network. Remember, the 11th house is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, and who you network with. And this could be networking for your job or just in your social circle, like in your friendship group. Now, Venus moving into your 12th house is going to bring on practical love in these private relationships that you don't share openly with other people. These are thoughtful gestures that are going to be highlighted. You saying, I'm going to reach out to this person and like not posting about it on Facebook or Instagram. You know, some people will show these acts of kindness that they're doing. The things that you are going to be doing are going to be more private and personal. And so you're going to benefit from this introspection during this time period, setting new social goals of what do you want to do, what do you want to accomplish, and who do you need to align or connect up with in order to manifest that, and enhance your private relationships through practical care. I love this for you because it's this unique blend of introspection for your goals and this fresh start and these practical improvements of stepping up and having ownership of topics that have to do with teams or shared creativity or your peers, creating this powerful period of growth and transformation with networking for your career, for your job, for your reputation. This new moon is sparking these creative personal projects, really inviting you to embrace these new beginnings with confidence, like stepping out of your comfort zone and owning it, and paying attention to the importance of the detail in your practical communications with others, and making the significant progress in all of these aspects of your life during this transit. So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, I absolutely love this for you in that we're talking about your career, your job, your reputation, because the new moon is occurring at the top of your chart. And Mercury is going retrograde, stationing retrograde in your 11th house of your dreams and your goals and your networks, having you kind of refine that area of your life. Mercury stationing retrograde in your social circles and your goals has you reevaluating your friendships, your objectives. The 11th house is who you network with, and it's who do you align with in order to get to where you want to be. And so you could, it's revamping, rethinking, revising, and saying, is this goal attainable? Is this where I want to go? Or is now a really good time for me to shift? And so Mercury is going to bring closure to some projects and the opportunity to revise, rethink, or readjust your direction. Now, the new moon in Leo is about professional beginnings. It's about your career, your job, reputation, authority. The 10th house has everything to do with where you want to make your mark on society and your reputation, people seeing you. And so this is you setting these career goals. This is the time. Make it happen. What do you want to do? Having Venus leave that 10th house and move into your 11th house brings in practical contributions in these social settings. These acts of service that you are offering are going to be really important. It's what can you do to support the group, support the network that will also support you in moving forward, that doesn't cost you anything but your time, your effort, or your energy. Now, this is going to be a period that's going to be beneficial for reassessing your social connections, like literally going back and saying, do I need to belong to all of these groups, to all of these networks, like going through your Facebook, your Instagram, like dropping some and reconnecting with others that are now a reflection of who you are evolving and changing and growing into. And so it's setting these new career goals and focusing on these practical contributions that you have in friendships. There is this beautiful, unique blend of introspection going on, but other people are going to see it because it's your career, your job, your responsibility, your direction in life that you want to take, and making these practical improvements and taking pride in it. Leo is about taking this leap, not being afraid, moving forward, new creative and personal projects, inviting you to embrace these new beginnings and these new relationships, and doing so with confidence. Venus here is really offering you these meaningful connections that you can offer your services to others, and that it helps everybody. It's about the growth of all. And so Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, I want to draw your attention to your career sector, the top of your chart, and your 9th house of taking a class or a workshop, or it's like where I am ambitious. I want to travel there. I want to connect with those people. It's these cross-cultural experiences. It's about publishing something. I love that Mercury is stationing retrograde, having you rethink, review, rewind, revise something that has to do with your career and your public image. Like you are rethinking some of these things and reflecting on your professional path. What do I want to do in order to move forward? I need to revise, rethink everything that has to do with travel and email and phone and text and all kinds of technology. Having a new moon in your 9th house has to do with higher education, higher beliefs and philosophy and religion. It's about legal matters and publishing things. And so I really encourage you to set these intentions for expanding your horizons, your mind, your body, your spirit. What do you want to do? And then as Venus moves into your career sector, this is about being practical in your work and in your professional life. Acts of service in duties are going to be emphasized. You stepping up to the plate and wanting to be of service to other people and help them as they have helped you. And so this is Sag, you are really going to benefit from reflecting on your career, your reputation, your legacy, and set these new educational and travel goals. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Where do you want to explore? And enhance your professional life through these practical actions moving forward. And so Mercury rules over your partnership sector. And the 7th house is not just like business partner, but it's significant other and its clients. So we can add that into the mix, that there's this unique blend of introspection, fresh starts, new beginnings with these practical improvements, creating this beautiful opportunity for growth and transformation. Mercury has you really reflecting on careful communication, rethinking and refining your plans. And this new moon is sparking this desire within you for creative personal projects that are either traveling or coursework or publishing things. This combination really sets the stage for these thoughtful actions and your significant progress across these areas of your life. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, I want to draw your attention to your 9th and 8th house. The 9th house represents you with these cross-cultural experiences like publishing and taking classes and travel. And your 8th house is the house of shared experiences that you have with other people. It's you bonding with others. So Mercury stationing retrograde in your 9th house has maybe to do with going back and finishing that class, finishing that workshop, going back and traveling somewhere, reevaluating your long-term goals and plans. This could have to do with legal matters or publishing or coursework. Remember that the 9th house is cross-cultural experiences that you have with other people. And Mercury is always review, rethink, reevaluate, readjust. So this could be travel plans, that there could be a hiccup, or this could be with writing or journaling or something that has to do with putting material out there, because it has to do with legal matters also. Now, having a new moon in your 8th house, the 8th house is the house of shared resources and transformation. So this could have to do with financial collaboration goals. The 8th house represents you with either a business partner or a significant other. This could be with an ex, meaning alimony and child support. This could also have to do with family members. It's where do you have these shared resources that have to do with debt or where you have your money invested. The 8th house brings about topics of money and values and opinions, and it has to do with debts and obligations and taxes and inheritances. It's also the house of deep bonding, where we have this birth, death, rebirth, transformation of our relationship with other people. Now, as Venus moves into Virgo, it's about practical learning, practical strategies in order to understand, how do I get there? If I can't actually go in person, how do I get the material? Is that through Zoom? Is that through a webinar? This is about thoughtful gestures in the educational endeavors that could be highlighted or that could have to do with possible, again, legal matters or coursework. And so Capricorn, this is you focusing on rethinking your long-term goals and plans, having setting these new goals for your shared resources, where your money is invested, or your time, or your effort, or your energy is shared with others, is invested, and having these practical improvements of how can I move forward with this? How can I better use this? Is that through learning? Is that through traveling? Is that through connection? Is that through paying off debt? Capricorn, the blend of this energy is a fresh start in understanding you connected with somebody else's resources, somebody else's savings, your retirement. This could also be a new deep dive into your sexuality. The eighth house, remember, is the house of deep bonding, your connection to somebody else on a deep and intimate level. The eighth house is taboo topics. And so this is creating this powerful period of growth and transformation for you. And Mercury stationing retrograde is saying, I need to reflect on this. I need to have careful communication in what I want to say and do and share with others. This is helping you to rethink and refine your plans and your goals with others. So Capricorn, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising, I want to draw your attention to your 7th and your 8th house. Your 7th house represents you in partnership with other people. Remember, this could be exes, this could be business partners, significant others, it can be clients. And the 8th house is the house of who you are connected to with those shared resources. And so Mercury stationing retrograde in your 8th house brings the attention to anybody that you are sharing money or resources with, or shared experiences with. So this could be family members, this could be like through debt or wills or investments. This could be exes with alimony and child support, reflecting on these joint finances. How do we pay this off? Where do we get the biggest bang for our buck? The 8th house brings in our private affairs, and it's our taboo topics, where we have these connections with other people and we don't share it with the public. We have these conversations in private, and this has you reflecting on all of your connections that you have with other people. Now, you're also having a new moon in your 7th house of partnership. I love a new moon in the 7th house. A new moon is bringing you new partnerships, new relationships, setting new relationship goals. This can be with finding a business partner, new friends. This could be with new clients. It's new to you, or wanting to have a connection with other people. The 7th house is where we have love, but it's also contractual relationships. So the 7th house brings about topics that have to do with trust, connection, legal documents. How do we handle conflict and legal matters? And a new moon here could have you refining this, because Mercury is stationing retrograde. I need to go back over those contracts. I want to make this amicable. I want everybody to be happy about it. So this is reflecting on your joint finances, setting new relationship goals, and having these practical improvements on managing your shared resources. This energy all coming together in these two houses brings about this blend of introspection, a fresh start, and these practical improvements that you can make in contractual agreements with others, whether it be verbal or written, creating a powerful period of growth for you, of transformation in what you are bringing to the table, what you are wanting to embrace for these new beginnings with confidence. Leo is confidence and pride. And so this combination is practical love. Remember that Venus wants to bring people together, and it's not always in love relationships. It can be in contractual relationship. And so since she's meeting up with Mercury stationing retrograde, it can bring people, places, and things back into our life for like a second go round. And so Aquarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, I want to draw your attention to your 6th and your 7th house. Your 6th house is your house of daily habits. How do you nurture and care for yourself? Like going to the doctor, the chiropractor, getting that massage, taking your vitamins, eating healthy. And the 7th house is you in conjunction to other people. This is with best friends or significant others. It can also be open enemies and exes. The 7th house is contractual agreements, and it's where we negotiate and we compromise with other people. Since Mercury is now stationing retrograde here, this is going back over and reflecting upon partnerships and relationships in your life. So reevaluating your commitments to them. This could be reevaluating your commitment to a friend, to a client, to a business partner, to somebody that you had either a verbal or a written contract with. Now, the new moon that's in your 6th house is healthy daily habits of planting the seeds for a new beginning, a fresh start, a clean slate, setting these intentions for improving your well-being, your daily habits. The 6th house is also where we find a mentor or a guide or somebody that supports us. And so this could be you putting into place, what do I need to do in order to have success, in order for me to have daily health care? And does that mean a calendar? Does that mean putting the dentist appointment on get the text alert, making sure that you're seeing your chiropractor, making sure that you're meeting up with your friends? It's those connections. Your daily habits bring in all topics of self-care and alternative health care. I'm also going to bring up pets because pets are in this house. Now, Venus is also stationing. She is going to be moving into your 7th house of partnership. So this is practical care in relationships with others through thoughtful gestures that can be highlighted. Now remember, Mercury is going retrograde. And so all of this together is having you focus on rethinking some of your relationships, some of your partnerships. How do you improve your healthcare routine? How do you show care through practical actions? Like thoughtful ideas of like reminding somebody of something. This energy is offering you these fresh starts with practical improvements, a powerful period of growth and transformation within that of like healthy boundaries, you taking care of yourself. I like that Mercury retrograde is encouraging the deep reflection, because when Mercury stations retrograde in the 7th house, sometimes it brings people, places, and things from our past back in. Sometimes we get closure. Sometimes we get the reminder of why they're in the past to begin with. So Pisces, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.